Yeah.
Well,
It's like
whatever
you knew,
happens, happens.
it's
And he would
like
have fallen whether you were here or not.
Yeah.
it's like you knew something.
Yeah.
It's like we knew it was gonna happen.
Right. But I mean, he would have fallen either way because I think he just was to the point his legs just finally gave out. There was no.
Well, I remember I told you, I said, get me till the first of the year.
And then we were gonna.
I'm just gonna have to make him, or do something to get him there because I can't take it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's hard to watch that every day, isn't it?
Man, he was
To
on the
deal
floor.
with it.
Yeah.
He was on the floor for 2 hours. I remember you told me.
Yeah. Yeah, because we had called him at like 1 o'clock.
So, where exactly on the floor was he when you guys found
Over
him?
there.
Here.
See, that chair used to sit like this. So he
Yeah.
got up and he was over there. But he had that one little table here.
Mm-hmm.
The phone was here, so he couldn't get it.
The phone had somehow, wasn't the phone on the floor?
I know it was on, unless he hit the table when he got up.
And then it was this far from him, literally, and he couldn't reach it. He heard me calling. He heard me leaving messages.
Because he used to, the chair sat this way and the table, he used to leave it.
When we came through that door, all we could see was like from here down.
Yeah, I looked, I said, yep, there he is.
She turned around, she goes, Ginger, he's on the floor. And I said, oh, shit. And then I was like, is he conscious?
I had to hurry up and put groceries in the freezer and the fridge. I was running around like a
We
crazy.
just left shit everywhere. I remember, like, on that counter.
I had to take the cold stuff and throw it in the freezer and the fridge and
Well, it took those two paramedics about 15 minutes to
To get him up, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
when he fell for the third time, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he
But-
wanted me to get him. I put my arm down, and I said, if you can pull yourself up on my arm, then I can help you the rest of the way up. He, like, put your arm out. Like, and this is all I felt. He couldn't, I mean, he was so weak. He was just so weak. Like, his arms had no strength at all. Because I thought, well, if he couldn't pull himself to at least sit up.
well, that one time I called the ambulance and he wouldn't go.
That's why he fell there, right? In the
No,
bathroom?
he made it out here by pushing himself on his back.
Okay.
Except he got here and he couldn't get in the chair and I said, I'm not picking you up.
Right.
I called the ambulance. They
Well-
put him in the chair.
The third time he fell, I remember we were here the day before that. It was Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You remember that? And he was on the lift chair. And we saw him go to the bathroom. He was really shuffling.
Yeah.
He had trouble picking his foot up.
Well, the one time he fell, he like not broke, but bent the walker. We had to fix the walker.
Uh-huh.
It was like literally he had
Uh-huh.
that, because he must have held onto it so tightly.
Yeah, trying to catch himself. But that one time I had to call, he'd come out, pushing himself on his back. All the way
Oh,
down.
in the bathroom.
And he got to the chair and I said, no, I'm not picking you up. I called the ambulance, they came, picked him up from the chair. He wouldn't go to the hospital.
And they said, you gotta sign this paper.
He's got to sign this paper, you don't want to go.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's good we're kind of talking about it just to remember him for Father's Day.
Yeah, well, yeah,
First Father's Day without him.
yeah. Well, last year, I mean,
Well, we
was a
couldn't.
crappy Father's Day, because we all had damn COVID.
I
We
mean,
couldn't-
we're all stubborn and don't do things we're supposed to, but when you get that big,
Well, I said to her one day, even a few months before he ended up falling, I said, I don't know how he stands it every day. Like, me, I would be so tired of just sitting there and not able to do anything.
you know how long it took, get out of bed, how long it took to get from there to that chair? Long time.
How do you, and he was still dressing himself
Yeah, but it would take him a while.
to get his clothes on. Yeah.
What about well, he eventually stopped showering
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a shower chair for him, but then he eventually stopped doing that too.
for like months.
Yeah.
But
I tried to say I would do something, he wouldn't let me do anything.
He was hiding things. Like those sores on his feet that we knew nothing about.
Yeah.
we knew nothing about it either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we knew nothing about his brain.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Oh, I remember Michael Bolton's got that globe, whatever,
Yeah.
brain
his
thing.
brain. And now Billy Joel's got something like that too.
Yeah, he does. Did I tell you that?
You did. I had seen it, but yeah, we talked about it after that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I know my brain's something wrong with it, I'll admit that, but,
But there were times he acted very strange. I mean,
yeah.
we'd be on the phone, and like that night he was yelling, and he like, you'd help him get to bed, and then we were still talking, and
I remember. I forgot about that.
he was like hallucinating.
Well, I remember you said I remember the one thing you told me about. You were on the phone with her, I think, and he said something about the light.
Yeah, he said, "Do you have a light on?" And you said,
Yeah,
"No."
yeah.
He goes, "There's a light shining," and you're like, "No." And Mom's whispering to me, "I think he's going crazy. There's no light on."
Every time the phone ring, answer, he said, "Who is it? Who is it?"
Oh yeah, he was driving her nuts with that. To the point where when people would call, she couldn't even hear sometimes what they were saying. Like, if it was a doctor calling to confirm an appointment,
I couldn't even hear it.
she couldn't even hear it. And she'd say, "Well, I guess I'm supposed to go to the doctor today."
I don't know.
Like, I think they called to confirm it, but I don't know because he was yammering on so loud.
I couldn't even hear what it was.
Yeah,
I think White's Farm was when it
Yeah.
started.
yeah,
He had bad eyes.
yeah.
And we were looking at that magnifying glass over there earlier. That magnifying glass.
But I have never seen somebody who was that stubborn that wouldn't even go get eyeglasses. How could you stand not to see? How do you go nuts? If I had to look through eyes that couldn't see all day.
I've been going since I was 50 years old. I had cataracts taken off. We're going to the doctor for my eyes since I was 50. I go twice a year. I have glaucoma and I have to, oh my Lord.
Yeah, I never did that. I used to go like 2 years ago. I haven't done that yet. I better do that. Actually, I'll get my eyes examined first and see what he thinks about the cataracts. I think they're okay though.
You have cataracts
Then
too?
get you some glasses.
Yeah, I do need. Yeah, 2 pair. I know. My bifocals, I'm having to do this again. I can't. They're not
That
strong
does
enough.
run on the family, cataract.
He's starting to get one too. You told me you were getting one, didn't you? Oh, I thought they told you you were. Oh. So it's just me that day? What they said? Oh. I guess I just wanted you to join me. I don't know. I thought they said you would. No, that's okay.
That's all right. Me and her act goofy because we've been doing a lot of stuff.
By the end of the day, we are a little bit.
That's why, don't mind me when I get a little upset and run around like I'm crazy because I do that all the time.
Yeah,
Ginger's used to it.
yeah.
Did
I'm always just like, we'll find it.
But that's not good for your blood pressure.
No, it's not good for your blood pressure.
My blood pressure has been high lately, hasn't
It
it?
has been bad, not bad.
And I've
but-
had good blood pressure my whole life.
and I have too, and guess what? Mine's starting to tick up.
Me
too.
and her both. You would just see a leak.
I know, I'm-
I go, I don't know.
You know, I'm supposed to be taking mine every like week, and I haven't taken it once. It got taken all the times I went to the dentist. They take it.
What's that?
My blood pressure. She wants me to take it like once a week and like keep track of it. I was getting it taken when I was going to the.
If I skip one day of mine.
No. I'm not taking any medicine. She wants me to track it to see if it's like she wants me to take my blood pressure.
I told
once
her
a
I'll be
week.
better when I get all this stuff, and I will be.
Yeah.
Once I get all this shit straightened out.
Yep.
All this stuff that just keeps
Did you,
popping up every week.
Did you tell her about who Elena
Once
saw?
I get it all done, I think I'll be a lot better.
Yeah, I hope we are because my blood pressure's never been high my whole life.
Me neither.
Even when I had
I'm
babies,
75
mine
years
wasn't
old, I
high.
never had bad blood pressure.
2 babies.